All right, Divine Feminine. There's a person that does not want you to leave them behind. I cannot remember if D'Angelo sings the song or not, but it's Please Don't Go. I think it may be Tank. God bless the dead to D'Angelo. I think it may be Tank. Tank. Somebody here does not want you to go. They don't want you to leave them behind. This person right here is not an option. It's not an option at all for them. All right, let's see. What's your first? Yep, trust. Trust in the niggle. So you feel something. Somebody here has been sending you messages, feelings that they don't want you to leave them. They don't want you to leave them behind. Some of you all, it may be, you know, a darker place. And some of you all have angels watching over you. You and this person, you're in this situation, but you need to trust what you feel from a person. It's almost like a person is saying, look, I know I'm not always readable. I hear two words. I hear readable and I hear reachable. Somebody here may not always be at your reach. They may not have always been available. Things could have been dark, but this violet color is here. I also hear the word royalty. Somebody who wants to show you that they are royalty. You are royalty to them, that you have true meaning to their life. Out of the darkness is going to come a very beautiful color. So some of you are coming from a very dark and murky place in your relationship, friendship, association. But it's almost like somebody is just wanting you to know, don't doubt what you feel. Don't doubt what you sense. Don't doubt what you know. Somebody here also deals with depression. So you could be dealing with someone here that struggles with depression. When they're depressed, they don't talk, they don't interact, they don't come around. They could be very detached. They could be very withdrawn, even just isolated. It's not a personal thing. This is the person saying, because I'm going through a personal issue, a personal phase in my life, don't take it personal towards you. I hear that song in my head, don't take it personal. Easy come, easy goes. This person is saying don't take something personal. Have fun, celebrate. Don't be so serious. See this play card? A person doesn't want you to be so serious. Like, man, we didn't talk for a couple days or maybe a few weeks. It wasn't like that. I was just dealing with something. Somebody had to address something. All right, here it is. Longing for home, belonging, the original light worker. The light is bringing this person towards you. Hold on a second, y'all. Oh, my nose. Okay, the light, this person is being drawn to you. I've also feel like somebody here is going to shed light on their life. You know, for somebody here, a person really struggles with depression. This is more than just that low self-esteem. There's a certain time of the year that they get a little depressed, a little bothered. They don't feel good about themselves. They don't feel good about life. They also could have a lot that they've been dealing with personally and you didn't know about it. Somebody who wants to open up and share their life with you and trust the path that you are being led to, you know, drive down together. A person wants you to take a path of life with them. They don't want you to feel like they're not around or they're not going to be around. Leaving this person behind is not an option. This is a person that wants you to just trust it. Trust the process. Trust what you feel, what you sense. All right, give me this trust card here. Y'all have two cards of trust. So this could be somebody here that you have a hard time trusting or that you're just curious or wonder, should you trust? Give me something trust. Ooh. The 7 of Wands. You don't trust this person. The 3 of Cups. There is a person that wants to invite you out, go somewhere, do something, getting together, interacting. There's an invitation that you may not trust, but it's coming. Yep, it's coming. An invitation is coming from a person that you don't really trust, that you have your guard up for. Now, some of you all here, you may, you know, I don't want to say the word demand, but there may be some sort of explanation that's owed to you. Now, some of you all, there's a third party energy. Let me sneeze 1 second, y'all. Hold on. Oh, excuse me. I think that was, yeah, that's it. Just that one. Okay, this third party here has a component of depression, not a third party necessarily of someone else or something else like that. It's a something in this situation, and the something is depression. Somebody here could like I said, they go through a really, really dark phase in their life during a certain time of the year. It could be a certain few days. I gotta sneeze again. Excuse me. Excuse me. I know when the weather change, you know, our body changes. But anyway, so somebody here, the third party is depression. They get very quiet, withdrawn. They turn into like a hermit mode. So the Seven of Wands, you're defensive towards this person and trusting them. It's like somebody here can kind of dip off for 3 days, or something could be 3 weeks, or even 3 months, or they just it's like their energy just changes, because over here is dark and gloomy. Down here it gets very bright, very bright, very welcoming, very warming. It's so cold, dull, and dry down here. So that's what it is. There's an invitation that's coming from a person. You feel it, you sense it, you know it. And guess what? They want you to feel this. They want you to know it. They want you to be able to pick up on their vibe, but they want you to be able to trust them, because leaving them behind is not an option. You see this Queen of Pentacles here? This is a person here, for some of you all, they could have friend zoned you and just kept you in that zone because they had to deal with life, pressures, darkness of their life. They could have also had a principality that was ruling over them, a principality that dwelled over their life. You know, they could have been into some, I don't want to talk about all that black magic and witchcraft all the time, but other people deal with other things in their life that keeps them in darkness. So there's something dark in their life that they needed to address. Yep, somebody here friends on you. Give me the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Wands. Yep, see right here, this Moon card. Somebody here had an addiction. Yep, some sort of an addiction they had, period, point blank. This also could be because they're ashamed. An addiction was a separation between you and this person. And this actually looks like something that a person was hiding from you. Yep. This is also the kind of person that could have, you know how we say a person has a double life, a double personality, a multiple personalities. They do, because they had an addiction that they were dealing with. See right here, very hard for them to get over and deal with an addiction. Now, some of you all respectfully saying, I am hearing that word schizophrenic. You could be dealing with somebody that's schizo, that has a disorder to their personality. Now, in my personal belief, I believe that we all have multiple personalities. Why do I say that? Because we have our sun sign, our moon sign, our rising sign, our north node. We have different parts. And that's for those of us that believe in astrology and, the zodiac signs and all of that. That's different parts of our personality that make us who we are as a whole. So that's not abnormal to me, in my opinion, overall, and my personal belief for me. But when a person has a personality disorder, they can't keep themselves together. They don't know who they are from one minute to the next. They switch on, they switch off. They could even be bipolar. So there's something that a person has been dealing with that affects their mind as well as their tongue and speaking to you that they never told you about. This person has some sort of disorder. Now, I know psychologists may say something else, but that's just my personal belief and experience from human behavior and the studies of it myself. People switch on and off. This person right here don't have a hold of themselves, though. Is another side to this person. This other side to them hurts them. It could cause them to hurt other people. It also takes them to a very dark and gloomy place. It has them, it will make them do things that they know a person like you wouldn't like, wouldn't subscribe to, wouldn't agree with, wouldn't believe in. It could be drugs for some of you all, because some of y'all, I'm telling you right now, it's a drug. Straight up. This person right here, there's a habit they have, drugs or drinking, just with those two cards. Others of you all, maybe a sex addiction, a bad sex addiction. Yeah, see, somebody here has to make a choice. And that's what it is. They got to make a choice about telling you the truth about their life, about an addiction that they battle or still battling with. What's the Three of Cups here, Holy Spirit, and the play card? What's the Three of Cups here and the play card? Yep, the Ace of Cups. See right here, there's a person who wants to come into your life and offer you something. And this offer is not like, you know, tons of money. It's like, you know, why don't we go out? Why don't we get to know each other? Do you want to, are you busy? Are you available? Somebody who wants to know your availability. See this Empress card? You're coming up as what they call high honors, high standards, high values, or something like that. So a person wants to extend their light heart and go out with you. All right, what's the Knight of Cups? What's the Knight of Cups? What's the Knight of Cups card? The Six of Cups. Here it is, the Six of Cups. So there's a friendly gesture, a friendly offer coming to you from a person that has merged or merging from a very dark place. See this Ten of Wands? That's the problem. They have something on their back. They still struggle with this, and you need to know that. The Eight of Wands, there's some communication that you need to have or expect from this person. And this energy, this communication is about an addiction that affects their life, that has some sort of effect to their life. I think that's AFFECT, when something affects a person. Because an effect. The effect is because of what a person did. Y'all get what I'm saying? This person got to tell you about a habit. Yep. Because see, that somebody here is trying to start over. There's a new phase and stage of their life. There's a new chapter. This is also a person here that could be loving on themselves more. Venus could be heightened in their chart right now. So they could be working on how they look. You know, they could be working on their finances as well. They could be working on something, their health also. So there's something that's highlighted in their actually in their birth chart that's making them take a double look at themselves and say, you know what, I was in a dark place. For some of you all here, you may feel like a person didn't give you a fair chance. It's because they deal with something. Somebody here also could be on like some sort of antidepressants. Yep. Something here they may not be able to function without. They may have to have some sort of prescription medicine to help them function mentally. It could be mentally or emotionally for some of you all here, but something they're working on. This could also be for some of you all here. Let me see this Empress card. There also could be something that they're ashamed of. It could also be a person for some of you all, whoever this Empress is, whether it's a person they're related to or a person that they, you know, started over with, or a person that's something that they became. There is something that they are ashamed of, embarrassed of. If it's another person that they've been involved with, they don't have those feelings and emotions. If they're related to that person, there is something they're bothered by. It could also be a person that they actually got on this drugs with. Somebody here, one of those people, they were influenced. You know how people try stuff and they get hooked? They tried something and somebody here tried something and got hooked. Give me something they tried. Give me something about them and this person trying something. They tried something and they got hooked. Oh, God. Oh, yeah. You see this here? You see this King of Wands inverted? Some of you all is something sexually they did. Yep. It could also be, you know, the King of Wands can also be a person here that could be an opportunist. So although the criminal cards are not out, look at here, the Eight of Swords. They tried something that could have been illegal with a person and they liked it and they got stuck doing it. Somebody who got stuck. They whatever it is, drugs, sex, a certain type of sex lifestyle. Somebody here, I see that bondage thing. What's that stuff called? That BDSM? Yep. Somebody who got into that lifestyle. Somebody who could have also got into like role playing. Something here is about being dominated or dominating a person. You see the Hangman? Some of you all person here got a really, you know, vile side to them. Very vile, very nasty, vile and nasty. Getting high, doing, you know, there's some sort of mixture of a cocktail here. Oh yeah, this person right here was getting it in, honey. Give me this right here. Give me something here. This 10 of Wands. Oh yeah. Yep. This person right here did a lot of nasty stuff. A lot of nasty and corrupt things. They also could have did things for money, compromise themselves. They compromised their morals, their values, and their integrity. They did some undignified things, uncivilized things, uncensored things. Somebody who also could be bi. They could have compromised their sexuality, honestly speaking, and they don't know, if they're into men or women or both. They don't know if they want to be a man or a woman. There's a lot coming out this right here, honey, over here. You feel me? There's a lot coming up from up over this here. Somebody here met someone, whether it was on a professional standpoint, professional, romantic, or whatever, honey. Somebody who got a nasty habit. They got a nasty habit about themselves. I can't even see the stuff I'm seeing. I can't even say the stuff I'm seeing in my head. Yep, this person lied. You know what? This is not just any and every old type of dark energy that kept them from you. This is a bad drug habit and sex habit. Sex addiction. Bad, 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 bad. They also could have became a very mean-spirited person, bullish type of energy, abusive energy, and somebody here started stealing. This could be stealing on small levels for some of you all. Others of you all, they stole on big levels. But see, somebody here introduced this person to something. They got introduced to something, and whatever it was, they liked it. The first time they tried it, they liked the way it made them feel, or they liked what they got from it. The second time, it made them feel a little better. The third time, they got comfortable. The fourth time, it became a repeated pattern to this person. Yep. Sure enough. This person right here went down a different path, like a Damascus path. They went down a destructive path. This person right here probably took a Damascus fall as well, too. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, buddy. I don't know who introduced this person to this lifestyle, but something was meant to get them hooked, and it did. This, even though the devil card is in here, this person was tempted beyond the point of them being able to turn down temptation. Yes, ma'am. Look at there. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. See that devil card here? That's what this is. The devil card. Oh, I told you. This person was corrupt. Some of y'all gonna have to be very spiritually discerning. Because this person right here they corrupt, ma'am or sir. And this person is abusive. Somebody here is on something though. I don't see that haughtiness energy, but let me tell you what I do see. When a person doesn't get their way, they become hostile. Or when the person is without this drug or this drink, they become very belligerent. Yep. See right here, this Nine of Swords. Something is weighing on them mentally. You see how that sun is coming in? This person right here created a pattern for themselves. A bad behind pattern. That's why they don't want you to give up on them. That's why this is somebody who didn't. I don't know. They need more than counseling. They need some sort of therapy. Some sort of therapeutic help or something like that. And somebody here may need to also go to some sort of meeting. Like, AA meeting, drug meetings, counseling, therapy, psychiatrist, something about the psyche. Their psyche messed up. Their psyche effed up, for real. This person here got a way about themselves. I think somebody here also could have hid this from you. This is another side of them. Very vile, very nasty, very corrupt. It can even be they have a nasty disposition about themselves. Nasty attitude. They also could have got around a certain side of a certain group of friends. People they dated. Different types of people. This person was introduced to something. Like drugs and a different type of sex. Because I'm seeing all kind of stuff in my head. This person became nasty. I mean, they real nasty. They nasty. This is like orgies, group sex, dominating sex, degrading sex, disrespectful sex, embarrassing. This is nasty. Yep. Somebody here this is why this person kept distance from you. Because they slack. They got a slack side to them. They got a real bad addiction. Close this out. You better watch this. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you, because the Ten of Wands is here and the Five of Pentacles. Both those are bad health cards. It can be bad psyche health for some of you all. Their mental is effed up. Their mind is screwed up. But this person on drugs. They on drugs real bad. They can have an addiction to prescription drugs. It could be street drugs. It could be a mixture of both. Drinking. Then they do things. They're not. They're out of their mind. It's like they hallucinate. This person, he was in some sort of trance, hypnotized or something like that. And this person right here do things under the influence. Then they feel bad when they become sober. Somebody here may still stay on a high, so they don't remember or become very conscious of what they did or do. See this? I told you, something breaking this person. Something breaking them down. They being broke down. I feel like God is breaking them down. See this Two of Pentacles inverted? This person here lost balance of their life. They you know your equilibrium. It's like their spiritual equilibrium is off. Their emotional equilibrium is off. This person right here has a dysfunctional component to them. See this Four of Swords? They need some help. They need some help. For real, for real. They need some help. This person got an addiction. Y'all be careful with this person here. Because somebody here that has a sickness to them. They got like there's something dormant in them. And I'm not speaking just of HIV in this aspect. I'm speaking of like a mental sickness, an emotional sickness that stems from them having a bad habit or some sort of bad behavior pattern or some sort of bad behavior something. See this Tower card? This person going through a tower. You know why? Because it's time for something to be revealed or exposed about them. Look, I told you. You see this here? That's what it is. Somebody who got a bad habit, bad way about themselves. This person right here is under what I would call exposure from God. He's bringing the covers off this person. Remember when I said at the beginning of the reading, this person knows that you can feel them, you can sense them. They didn't expect you to figure this out, put this together, what they have an addiction to. Because it's not just a person. Somebody here has bad addictions, bad habits, bad behavior patterns. And I'm going to say this right here for these here men and women in here. Somebody here is like a cross-dresser, training, you know, man dressing like a woman dressing like a man, and they do things. It's a mess over here. And I ain't even gonna lie, my head's starting to hurt. It's a mess over here, bro. Okay, let's close this out. Yep. Somebody here didn't expect you to pick up on this addiction or this bad habit they have. I told you, integrity. That's what they lost. They lost integrity, morals, and values for themselves and for life. They don't have it. And see that strength? They need strength. Because this is a stronghold over them. They may be feeling inspired by you, or something has prompted them to deal with this. Either you, somebody else, or something of that nature. But this person right here, they need to work on themselves. You need to make sure that if you sense this, you need to be particular. See this protection? Protect yourself. Because the person got a bad habit that causes them to do a lot of things. And they waffle back and forth with it. Somebody here, I feel that their life could be a little different than what you knew or know of. They're in a darker place than what you know. Beauty. I heard that song by that guy. I love bad bees. That's my effing problem. Now, somebody here could, those of y'all in the third party world, somebody here could be one of these men and women who like these highly attractive people, or, trying to get into the in crowd of people and see what it did for their life. Somebody here's on a downward spiral. Something they thought was beautiful, pretty, or attractive, fine, man or woman, took them down a very dark path of life. Yep. Honey, ma'am or sir, keep your innocence. Keep yourself protected. Because this person, somebody here deals with a certain in crowd of people. Yep. A cosmic power and seasons. In this season, you're going to realize a person you have a cosmic power or connection with has really, really vile ways. Vile. They're nasty. Nasty. And I'm going to tell you, this may be hurtful for some of you all. You probably already know it. I told you somebody here is of a dark nature. Very dark nature. There's an illusion that you almost know all of it. See how that sun is shadowing that moon? Yep. So I know good and well, somebody here is one or two things. Either you know this person bad habits, addictions, or secrets, or the illusion that you didn't see before. I bet you see all of this, and this is just confirmation. They know it. They're ashamed. They should be. This person's slack as hell. The things, if I could repeat, if I could verbally say what I'm seeing without getting in trouble on this channel, they do some slack stuff. Slack. Capital SLACK. Slack. Vile and corrupt is not even a good word. Give me a stronger word that says a person is slack. See right here, they got a very lustful, it's not even lust, it's really perversion. This person got a perverted spirit. The card says sacred lust. But I'm going to take it further. This is a perverted spirit. This person right here is a perv. Male or female. Young or old. They got a very nasty side to them. Very, very nasty side. It caused them to do some things. Somebody is in Pennsylvania, Washington, Ohio, Illinois, Oklahoma. This card is sticking up. Montana. That's probably Debbie in Montana, her slack self. Delaware. Probably the Black Debbie in Montana, and that little Indian looking woman, Debbie. Hey. Kansas is here. Florida is here. West Virginia is here. Missouri is here. Georgia is here. Hold on. The Holy Spirit wants me to let you know somebody here goes both ways. They're not going to tell you that, but they've done this before. They've gone both ways. Kentucky is here. And Rhode Island is here. This person's slack. Somebody here even has like older downstairs and they still sleep with people, or they'll still sleep with somebody and that person they sleeping with has odor down there. Delaware. There's a bad odor coming from this reading. A bad odor. Let me close this out because I'm not going to deal with that donkey smell and that fishy smell. I'm not. Let's get these zodiac signs. You have Libra, Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer, and Taurus. All right, peace and blessing, great day, fams. This is a person that you need to stay in the spirit on, because they will lie, they will deceive you, and they will try to hide this either personality disorder they have. Also, it could be a drinking or drug habit that they have. Definitely a horrible behind sex addiction that they have. They'll camouflage this as something else. I hope this helps. Peace and blessing. Great day. Happy Tuesday.